So guys, the Vice President Shetima has come under fire because of this headline that says, resist move to divide Nigeria. Shetima tells Arewa leaders. Shetima is saying that they should resist any pressure that talks about Nigeria should be divided. So the Northerners should not allow it. He's telling Northern leaders to resist any move to divide Nigeria. When you hear things like that, you think Shetima means it for all good. No, Shetima refused to wish Nigerians happy Christmas because he feels it's haram. But on the New Year, he quickly sent out a New Year greeting. He came under fire. Nigerians have been dragging him. This is the person who is representing the number 2 position of Nigeria. And he feels what other people are doing is haram. And still, he wants Nigeria to stay united. Can you imagine that? You don't even show it by your action. Now you are telling our Arewa youth to resist any move to divide Nigeria. So guys, that tells you a whole lot. Now, some people have been talking about some of the people coming on the social media to say they are Igbo Muslims. You know, the mission is to spread jihad, to spread Islam across the entire country. And they are ready to pay some people some chicken money just to help to make them convert. And then you think the Igbo community or the Igbo tribe is now embracing Islam. They now come out and make a social media post and then just to create awareness that some Igbos are now converting to Islam. Can you imagine that? Now, this person here tweeted and said the jihadists have permeated a lot of sectors in the United States to diffuse the truth of what's happening in Nigeria. They frame all the narrative to obscure the pattern of the systemic genocide against Christians in Nigeria. And one of those persons that have been using is Masad Bolus, a special convoy to Trump on Africa. Nigerian government has paid millions of dollars to lobby groups. So guys, there's a whole lobby going on in all these when it comes to plots to Islamize everywhere in the country. I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this video where this lady is talking about the Igbo Muslim agenda. Just take your time and watch this video and let me know your thoughts and other videos that I've got for you. Now, before we actually get into the video, there's been this condemnation because of this nurse that was spied in Abuja. This is Nurse Chinemerem. Let me read it out. She was spied in a very inhumane manner in Abuja. That tells you what people are going through in terms of insecurity. It says, condemnation of the brutal killing of Nurse Chinemerem Pascal Chukwu Museum of Federal Medical Center, Abuja. I write on behalf of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, FCT Council, to express our deep sorrow, outrage, and total condemnation of the unjust and brutal killing of our innocent young colleague, Nurse Chinemerem Pascaline Chukwu Museum, who was in active service with the Federal Medical Center, Abuja. The deceased nurse, having spent her day rendering selfless service to humanity and saving lives, closed from afternoon duty on 3rd of January 2026 and boarded a vehicle on her way home. Tragically, she never made it home alive. Her lifeless body was later discovered, dumped in a most inhumane and heartbreaking manner. This wicked and senseless act is not only an act on the nursing profession, but also an assault on healthcare workers and humanity at large. We hereby call on the entire security architecture in the Federal Capital Territory, including the Nigerian Police, the DSS, and the NSCDC, to immediately conduct a thorough, transparent, professional investigation into the circumstances surrounding her death and ensure that her perpetrators are identified and brought to justice without delay. So guys, this is what is happening. The continuous harassment and the attacks on nurses have further exposed the alarming level of insecurity faced daily by health workers, particularly while commuting to or from duty. Our lives are no longer safe. Nurses leave their home daily to save lives, yet many are uncertain of returning alive to their families. We strongly call on the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, that is Wike, to urgently strengthen security around all hospitals in the FCT and at major junctions where nurses and other health workers board vehicles, especially early morning and late night shifts. This is really touching, you know, where feasible government should also provide safe and organized transportation for nurses to and fro their places of work in order to prevent further loss of innocent lives. We know that Nigeria no kukuma even get enough nurses and, you know, doctors, and now see what they are facing. You know, they are really going through a lot because they leave early morning and come back late night. You know, they really deserve to be protected. And this further says, furthermore, we extend our heartfelt condolences to the immediate family of the deceased, the management of the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, Abuja, as well as nurses in the FCT and across Nigeria over this painful and irreparable loss of our beloved daughter and dear colleague. We share in your grief and pray that God grants you the strength and fortitude to bear this devastating loss. We demand justice for our fallen colleague and urgent government intervention to guarantee the safety and security of all nurses and health workers in the Federal Capital Territory. Anything short of the decisive action will further expose nurses to danger and erode public confidence in the nation's security system. That is what we are already having. So guys, that is it. Even in Ekpoma yesterday, students were seen protesting. So guys, back to security, a whole lot has been happening in Nigeria. We just hope that Tinubu returns back quick. And you know, now let's also move to this headline about the new Nigeria, the great Nigerian Nigerian house that caught fire recently. Now there is a video that showcased somebody was brought out alive after 11 days. Somebody survived that great Nigerian house burning in Lagos. Do you know what it means? That if the state government, the Lagos state government had sworn into action immediately, they would have saved so many people. But guess what? They refused to go. Nigerians, honestly, Babajide Sanwo-Olu did not help this situation at all. Now after 11 days, somebody was still brought alive. So guys, these are some of the things we keep saying about the country. Honestly, we've got a whole lot of work to do. Now I'm going to just allow you to take a look at this video just for you to see some of the other things happening in Nigeria as regards to what people are going through on a daily basis, because they are all Nigerians. Take your time, watch this video, and let me know your honest reaction in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification for more updates. Now take a look.
Have you seen any citizen of any country on earth that refers to his country as a cake? It's only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. And the people that has more share of that cake are asking you, resist any move to divide it. Nigeria, the only country on earth, Nigeria is a national cake. Nigeria is never or not anybody's father's land. It's a national cake, and that is why they treat it as such. No Nigeria can stake his life for Nigeria. Those people that are saying resist any move not to divide it are the people that has the highest share of that very cake. Resist moves to divide Nigeria, Shetima tells Alewa leaders. Whenever you see such statement, it means that by every implication that very entity has collapsed. You don't force one next. It's not being forced. As a matter of fact, Nigeria, from the first day, doesn't have a characteristics of a country. Nigeria, I keep asking myself, how were they able? Though, then maybe because of the situation of things. Because when you come to think of it, let's think about Nigeria this way. Who can stake his life for Nigeria as a country the way other people can stake their life for their country? You can come out now openly and say something ugly about Nigeria. Same Nigeria, somebody can feel very comfortable about that. Do you know why? Because he's not in Nigeria. That person might be a Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Isoko, Ishekiri, Idoma, Ikwere, or whatever have you as his tribe. But the moment you made an ugly speech to an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, an Hausa, Fulani, Isoko, Ikwere, Ijo, Isekiri, Thief, Jukun, the person will show you his true color. He or she can stake his life or her life to defend or to come against you after you. What does that tell you? It simply shows that Nigeria doesn't define a nation, a country, because there's no common value, there's no common interest. No wonder some people call Nigeria a national cake. Have you seen any citizen of any country on earth that refers to his country as a cake? It's only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. And the people that has more share of that cake are asking you, resist any move to divide it. Nigeria, the only country on earth, Nigeria is a national cake. Nigeria is never or not anybody's father's land. It's a national cake, and that is why they treat it as such. No Nigeria can stake his life for Nigeria. Those people that are saying resist any move not to divide it are the people that has the highest share of that very cake. It's quite unfortunate, and I will disappoint you, Shetima, though you know about that Nigeria from day one doesn't have a true characteristics of a nation, a country. And as a matter of fact, as it stands now, Nigeria is will I say, when you talk of divided, Nigeria is highly divided beyond recognition. Nigeria has already divided. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has collapsed. When you talk of division, it's even easier or better. Resist any move to divide Nigeria, Shetima tells Northern or Aliwa leaders. Unity is not by force. To form a country is not by force. In fact, the moment you are forcing it, it means that you failed as a nation.
But my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, what is the present reality of Igbo Muslim in Nigeria? We are Muslims are in minority. Present reality, sadly today, some of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Igbo land face persecution, maltreatments, because they are Muslim.
You heard him right. Persecution, minority rights. It sounds so innocent. Doesn't it sound like a cry for help? But do not be deceived. This is not a religion you entertain or treat with a kid's glove. What you just watch is the first step of a very religious ladder. They want us to focus on the word minority. They beg for tolerance today because their number is very small. But there is an agenda, because the history and the reality of Nigeria shows us what happens when the minority becomes a majority. When they are few, they ask for equal rights, but when they are majority, they stop asking for rights and start imposing laws. Look at the North. Look at states like Zamfara. It all started with, let us practice our religion. Then it moved to Sharia law for civil matters. From there, it moved to criminal matters. And now, they have a system where the constitution is pushed aside for religious law. Don't think it cannot happen to us here. If we entertain this narrative now, we are opening the door for a future where our customs are overridden and our freedom is negotiated away. We cannot afford to be this naive. And even now, to sell this agenda, they have to lie. Who are these so-called victims? We have seen the reports. Most of these claiming to be persecuted Igbo Muslims have been exposed as an outsiders. Many from Igala and other middle belt groups paid to wear the mask of Abu Mwafi Igbo. We saw the viral post of the Igbo Muslim woman that was crying for help, and she's been exposed as an Igala. They are important actors because they cannot find enough genuine evidence among us. Why? Because historically, Igbos are united by culture, not divided by religion. And it's a very dangerous tool to give an Igbo person because we are conservative in nature. Why should we be scared as an Igbo person? Because we have seen this movie before and it ended in blood. Think about how Boko Haram started in the north. It didn't start with bombs. It started exactly like this. Innocent looking videos where sheikhs are preaching victimhood. Imams are telling young boys that they hate you because of your faith. You are special and you need to defend yourself. That victimhood have been morphed into radicalization. Then there comes the recruitment. Then the terrorism that have claimed the lives of thousands of people. Imam Raji is using the same playbook on our soil. He is trying to create the us versus them mentality in a homogeneous society. If we let this slide, we are looking at a homegrown extremism in the southeast. Not in 10 years, but very soon, you will start seeing Islamic terrorists in Igbo land, and they will justify this terrorism with this Igbo Muslim agendas that is trending now as a reason of them fighting back. Let's be honest, this isn't about faith. This is about funding. It is a business model. We can see the patterns. We see the so-called Igbo Muslims with cheaper cash links in their bios, quoting Quranic verses to beg money. It is a hustle. We remember the politics of conversion, when the governors would publicly gift millions to an Igbo Christians simply for converting to Islam. It creates financial incentive to sell our identity. We know foreign money from Saudi Arabia has historically flown into Nigeria to push the ultra-conservative ideologies. It happened in the north. It happened in the west. And now they want to open the tap in the east. They want to open up a madrasas and the centers to teach ideologies that are aliens to our land. But the biggest threat is 2027. Think about it. Who actually will benefit if the southeast catches fire right now? Who benefits if we are painted as religious bigots and unsafe? This is a calculated move to sabotage Peter Obi's presidential ambition. If they can frame the Southeast as a hotbed for sectoral violence, that will undermine his credibility as a unifier. They want to force a federal crackdown, militarize our region, and distract us from economic development. They want to turn Igbo land into a battleground. And don't forget the dreams of Usman Danfodio, where he said that they will not rest until they dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. And how are they achieving this? You can see now they have Hausa Fulani, they have Yoruba Fulani, and where is the next agenda? Is to have Igbo Fulani, and after Igbo Fulani, what else is the Niger Delta? So the dreams of dipping this Quran in the Atlantic Ocean is getting nearer if we don't stand up now and rectify this ideology that is invading our land. And to our Eastern governors, this is a wake-up call. Stop playing politics with our lives. We need a proactive measures right now. Monitor the gatherings, not to persecute anyone, but to ensure that radical ideologies preached by imported clerics do not take root here. Enforce an anti-hate speech laws, track down the fundings. As for ndị Igbo, ka anyị were ire anyị gwa eze anyị ọnụ. Ejighị ihe eji agbana ntị agbana anya. This is a divide and conquer tactic. They know na anyị Igbo, Igwe bụ ike. We have survived the civil war because we head on to each other. Do not let anyone fracture us now. We will not let our homeland become a testing ground for a foreign religious agenda. We will not let them import chaos. Spread this message. Debunk these lies. Protect our land.
So yesterday I said that Islam and Igbo culture are totally not compatible. And here are my reasons. Number one, Islam erodes your culture. Whenever Islam goes to a particular society, it erodes the culture in that society and replaces it with an Arabic culture. Your mode of dressing changes, your mode of eating, your language and other things. Unlike Christianity, whenever Christianity comes to a particular society, it integrates the culture of that society with Christianity and makes the locals in that society feel at home or feel welcomed under the Christian umbrella. Second of all, the language. Islam believes that you can only talk to God through Arabic, and you are forced to change your language and learn Arabic. Unlike Christianity, Christianity made sure that wherever they go to, they translated the word of God into the local languages they found there. And even in our churches, we allow languages of that locality in proceedings. That's why you see the Catholic Church sometimes holding mass in Igbo language. But for the Muslims, it doesn't work that way. Okay, you see them praying in Arabic. You have to learn Arabic, or you have to learn Arabic to be able to communicate with God. Another thing is that the Igbo man believes so much in spirituality rather than religion. Islam is a highly religious concept, but the traditional Igbo man believes in spirituality, oneness with his chi and oneness with his God. And that's why we accepted Christianity, because Christianity is more or less spiritual than religious. Another thing, again, that I feel that Igbo culture and Islam are not compatible is the fact that Islam is more of, the spread of Islam is more jihadic than evangelical. You understand? When the Christians came to Igbo land, they came as evangelists. Okay? And that's what made the Igbo society welcome them with open hands, because we believe in let live and let others live. Christianity gives you a choice of either accepting or not accepting. They didn't come with force. Unlike Islam. Islam is like a do or die affair. So that jihadic mentality, as opposed to an evangelical mentality whereby you are given an option to either choose this way or the other way, and nobody forces you to do what you don't want to do. So these are my few reasons why I feel that Igbo culture and Islam are totally unacceptable.
Kabiru Sokoto that bombed Nyanyan in 2011. When they rearrested him, guess where they caught him? In the house of Shetima in Abuja. What is he doing in the house of Shetima if Shetima doesn't know him? But today, Shetima is your vice president. How do you win a war where terrorists are ruling you? Where terrorist sympathizers are moving around? This is not a period to say we are praying. No! This is a period of wisdom. This is a period of action.
Help me tell General Gumi that they have landed, though. And help me tell their sympathizers as well that the men for the job are in town now. So I don't know how they will feel about this. And most importantly, this will put to rest all this, there's genocide, there's no genocide or whatever. At the end of the day, let the ready men for the job do the job, Abi. So we don't even want to talk about whether genocide or no genocide. The fact is, the general point of convergence now should be the fact that There's so much unaliving in Nigeria, and we require international help by the international community. So kudos to this, and at the same time, tell your people in the bush that they should leave that business. The business don't cast. Tell them to leave that business and embrace peace. But if not, they will then go in pieces. So may God help us. And we'll still be telling them more, even as they are here, to see the reality. And I beg President Tinubu as well to give them an absolute free ride to deal with these radicals. Because at the end of the day, they thought they have held the whole nation at ransom, but at least some reasonable people are thinking. And let's see how it goes.
This is unacceptable, Mr. Speaker. We must stand up and find a way of bringing this issue of insecurity to order. Otherwise, you and I is not safe. No matter how Nigerians respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they fight criminals and the way they fight Boko Haram. Until the right thing is done by us here, until we speak for the Nigerian people, until we draw line, until we tell government what we are supposed to tell government, and until government respond by action, not by media statement or press statement. Do not hope, Mr. Speaker, that any member of a National Assembly is safe to move, not by bandits, not by Boko Haram, by the people that elected you and I. Time will come, if action is not taken, that Nigerians will take their destinies in their own hands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity.
This is the one of the victims that were kidnapped along this Oshoko road. So he ran out from the captivity of the bandits. So what is your name?
My name is Onoja Joseph.
Okay,
I'm coming from to Abuja from my Suez district. So we are inside 18 passenger. 18 passenger bus when this thing happened. We are marching to the inside the bush. They have been taking us for like we are crossing for like 3 hours. We have been crossing different type of river. We cross like 7 rivers. So it's only 3 that is a big river, very deep. So on our way going, they are maltreating some people that are not cooperating. So how I manage to escape is that immediately I see that everywhere is getting dark, and I manage myself inside one bush. That was why I escaped. So as I was coming out, I saw 3 men outside that night.
In this village?
Yes, in this village. I was even thinking I am safe in their hand.
In the Oshoko village?
Yes. I was even thinking I was safe in their hand. When I started, they were asking me questions like, those people are outside, something like that. They're all gone. There are plenty. I said yes. That was when they started calling them. Why will they allow someone to escape during the operation?
Well, then they are speaking language.
Yes, they are speaking the Kaba language.
So you the yes, mostly.
Yes.
Because you understand Yoruba.
Because I understand Yoruba, and I make me pick up.
Yeah. You are from which state?
I'm from Benue State.
Then they speak Benue language
No, they speak. Yes, I speak Benue language, and they understand Yoruba.
So that's why you pick
this
up
that language with
Yoruba
one mixed together. I make me hear as they call and say why which bus they operate yesterday in the earlier today. Can't say they operate 18 passenger. Can't say yes. Can't say one escape. Say why they go let person escape out of them. Can't say we can sit down and say I can't tell them and say I come make I go toilet. Can't say we can toilet for here where they see me now. Can't say I person where they shy. Say make I move from small. Now here I run.
Okay. Then when you people come across the attack, like what they carry and their numbers?
They carry a lot of weapons. they even carry weapon, they even get weapon wey be say be like say they no fit hold am. Na on top bike the mash and put wey they dey shoot.
And if you
the people wey pack us enter the bush different than the people wey march us go. People wey dey use bike dey carry person dem different. All those people wey come road yesterday wey those one are to cause distraction. People wey march us dey go different. People wey carry bike as we dey go sef we even dey see their wife wey dey greet them well done. As we dey enter inside bush dey go wey we dey see their hut they come dey greet them say well done. How na dey? We even dey see their wife, see their children, see farm wey dem dey do for there sef.
I say make I give on a small advice. Even from now to December, make we mind our movement. People where they travel, even me, everybody where they travel, road, make we secure ourselves. For our community, school, farm, rural area, everywhere, make we be our brothers keepers. Be your brother's keeper. Because, I don't go lie, the country don't ready. For me, Amusu of the children, we are ready, I am ready. Anyhow they want them. The quickly of the seraph, me and my soldiers, my men, we dey ready. Anyhow they want them. But what now they tell us now? He get one place for Bible where Jesus give advice. So he tell the people, make them sell their property, sell what them get, go buy sword. Go through Bible, he say make you sell your property, sell something where you get to go buy sword. Because you know why? The day of war they come. Jesus no tell them say go protect them. He no tell them say go guide them. He say make them sell what they get to go buy sword. So now I make they talk. Now make they see some pastors, some papa, some Jew. They say let's pray, make we fast. We they tell that nonsense. Pray which prayer? I don't want to hear that prayer. I don't want to hear that fast. Make on need to deceive people. Instead of go prepare, they ready for the action, for the trouble where they come. If they say make you pray. Those people will waka, those people will move, enter inside church. God know they say that they go inside church. Before they begin planning, God know they say that they go inside church. God know, but because he don't prepare. Heaven help those who do it, help themselves. You go help yourself. This one no be time for fasting and prayer. Help yourself. The government don't want to help us. What if they know not to carry our money go outside country, carry their children, their loved one keep for outside country? They don't value us. So if people don't value you, the government don't value you. You no go value yourself. They don't carry their loved one, their family keep for outside country. Make bandits come here do with us, do us as they like, because they don't value us. If they value us, this kind of thing no will happen. What if they know not to arrest Yahoo boys, arrest who no do anything, arrest this? They want to tell us say they don't know the house of all these people. They don't know all these bandits, all these Fulani, they don't know their relative. Fulani don't fool military, don't fool uniform, don't fool the military. Now then they give them information. Now then they tell them everything. The force, the whole force in Nigeria, Fulani full inside. Bandit full inside. And now they call them repentant. Repentant this one, repentant this one, repentant this one. Who tell you? Who give that order? Say make those guys, those soldiers waiting for that school come out. After 40 minutes, bandits come, carry the whole student, carry the whole school children. Who give the order? Till today we don't know. No be person call them, give order, make them live there. Bandits enter, finish their work, they return back. Who be the person we don't know? Now the country where we dey. Make you don't guide yourself. Say if they pray, you do fasting, or if they believe the government. Everybody when they kill, what they happen? Any change? Or they see any remorse from our government? Or they see any movement from the government? No green make your enemy by you. No green make one Fulani boy where they inside bush forest when they back for some months. Dirty boy will no value life. We don't know what in life will be. Come by you. No green. Wake up. Community. Lantern crier. Vigilante everywhere. Day and night. Hold everybody number. Check your people. Check your friend. Check your community. Monitor them. Any movement make you know who will be the person. I beg I dey beg una.
Here we go again. So guys, we're in real trouble. You know, I've seen quite a number of trouble, man. You see, the world is dominated by darkness. The entire world is dominated by darkness. But we know confidently that light will prevail at the end of the day. And if you want to know how deep this darkness is, how dark the darkness is, how black the darkness is, you have to check the strategy used by these jihadist groups. These guys are just so dark, you know, and especially what is happening in Nigeria. These guys have permeated a lot of sectors in the United States to diffuse the truth of what is happening in Nigeria. You know, they framed so many narratives to obscure the patterns of the systematic genocide against Christians in Nigeria. And of course, one of the persons they've been using is Masad Bulus, the special envoy to President Trump on Africa. You know, he's an in-law to President Trump. You know, that guy is a liberal.
So guys, let me take you through some of the trending headlines on the social media. Peter Obi has dared Tinubu saying Tinubu wasted 300 billion naira that could build 4,000 hospitals on presidential jets. Peter Obi. So guys, you know, Peter Obi remains the government's nightmare because he gives them bad booze. This person said, What of the yacht? I have not seen a video of him inside it. He is wastage that befell Nigeria. This person say 4,000 hospitals in 774 local governments across the nation, in 5 hospitals per local government. Chai, this is absolutely no reason for anyone to pay taxes to this government. Nothing will read their head. Nothing we read and hear about the way the country is being run justifies it. I mean, And this person said the jet is not Tinubu's own. Federal government was spending so much on maintenance and services of the old big jets. Presently, federal government is building and equipping several PHCs across local government of the Federation. Tinubu isn't Omo Ijoberi. Opposition should come with better banga talk. Okay. Now, this other person here said, from an imbecile that saved a state money and gained interest into his account without building any school or hospital, man in the mirror. And this person say, these are the issues in Nigeria. These are the issues in Nigeria. And another person here says Tinubu is just after his comfort. That's why he needs more taxes. Reason why he's insisting on taxing Nigerians to waste more funds on his lifestyle. There is no single thing this government has done that will benefit the common man. Not one. This person says Tinubu built hospitals in Lagos. This charlatan built nothing. Absolutely nothing. 8 years wasted. No hospital. No health reform. No, not even one policy to point to. Now he postures daily like an expert. Doctors were on strike for 13 straight months under his incompetence. Hey, this person is just talking out of lack of knowledge about Peter Obi's tenure in Anambra. And this person says, do you know much Trump has wasted in the US? Tinubu is trying. Another person here say, Grok, when was this peak taken? Another person say, Tinubu is a fraud and a thief. APC is a terrorist party according to Canadian government. Hey, and this person say, he hasn't built a legitimate business. How will he know how to manage resources? Tinubu hasn't built a legitimate business. So how do you expect him to now come and begin to build good hospitals for you or good roads? You know, that's what this person say. Niger governor's wife hail PPF and hair care intervention. Anyway, let's move to another news. This one says custom rededicates to fight against smugglers in Ogun State. UNESCO adds India's festival in intangible cultural heritage list. And then we have terrorists attack National Park Service office in Oyo kills officials, terrorists. Hey, this one is bad. Indonesia stops rice importation after record high stock. So guys, this is what we want to see in Nigeria. Ondo Sport Commission urges protesters to embrace dialogue. Ondo Sport Commissioner urges protesters to embrace dialogue. Nigerian travelers, others must pay 15,000 visa bond or to enter US. Trump government. 15,000 that you have to pay if you insist on. That one is easy for politicians now. Very easy. I'm not corrupt. Nigerian Judge Justice Nwite warns Malami lawyers, EFCC. I'm not corrupt Nigerian judge. I'm not corrupt Nigerian judge. I think, let me read this news. This one that, is it that, okay, he's warning Nigerian, okay, warns Malami lawyers and all that. Now, let's see. Justice Emeka Wikte of the Federal High Court, Abuja Division, on Wednesday warned lawyers and litigants against any attempt to approach him with a view of influencing court decision on judgment. He said they are trying to give him money, but he is not. I'm not corrupt Nigerian judge. Justice Wikte warns Malami and his lawyers and the EFCC. And he went ahead to say the judge issued the warning shortly after delivering the ruling on a consolidated bail application filed by former AGF Malami and his co-defendant. The former AGF co-defendant include his wife and Asabe Bashir and his son Abubakar Abdulaziz, who are facing an alleged 8.7 billion naira money laundering charge. Before concluding, I want to admonish and warn counsel and litigants that all judges are not the same. When I am handling any case, please don't approach me. When you are doing your case, you can get the best lawyer in this country to do your case, but don't attempt to approach me for any help. I am not the type of judge I'm not the type of judge. I know that God has done for me by giving me this job, and I have vowed to do it to the best of my ability. I have sworn before Almighty God and man that I'm going to do my duty without fear or favor, he said. The judge, who warned lawyers and litigants to desist from coming to him with the aim of perverting judgment, added, any attempt to try this will be vehemently resisted. The judge said instead his judgment and decision could be tested by approaching the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. Earlier, the judgment admitted Malami and his wife and sons to 500 million naira bail each, with two sureties in the like sum, with who must be property owners in Asokoro, Maitama, and Gwarimpa within the Federal Capital Territory. So this has to do with the ongoing Malami trial. He's been accused to have robbed the Nigerian government, and people are seeing it as political because we have so many people who have the same case in with EFCC, and today they are in APC. They are gallivanting, they are enjoying. But if you are not in the APC, you risk, going through all this. It's really so sad that opposition will be going through this. But if indeed Malami stole, they should do the needful. But we don't want a one-sided thing to be happening in Nigeria. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification for more. Thank you.